it's time to talk about the brand new VR games coming out in December, and we have one heck of a lineup. I mean, this year has been just fantastic the whole way through it, and we are going to end with a friggin' bang. I mean, as we roll into holiday season, there's always so many dope games coming out, and like I say, this one is not going to disappoint either. Before we do dive into that though, I do want to ask you one small favour. If you could smash that like button, subscribe and all that good stuff, and help me on that road to 100k, I'd massively appreciate it, and it does make a huge difference other than just watching the videos, which I'm also grateful for, so thank you for that. Other than that though, let's dive into our very first game on the list. Alright, let's kick this off with something chaotic. Deadly Deliveries. In the world's most cursed postal ship, you and up to 3 goblin co-workers are going to be trying to deliver packages deep in the pitch black mines, and well, nothing in there wants you to survive. This one is a physics-based horror co-op experience, which means you're not just going to be sneaking around with monsters, you're also going to be tripping over boxes, climbing over each other, and shouting over the proxy chat. You're probably going to be blaming your friends for everything that goes wrong, and it could well be them that's doing those things, because you can like steal gold from each other and all sorts of horrific things. The mines are procedurally generated, so the creatures have sort of weird personalities, and some of them will even pretend to be your teammate, which, well, that's not what you need. You could be able to level up, grab upgrades, and unlock cosmetics, even adopt a pet. So this one's looking really cool. I'm looking forward to trying this one out. Next up, we have How to God. This is a bit of a shift in tone, but if you've ever wanted to control your own tiny civilization, well, then look no further, because this game is going to be the one for you. You'll be shaping your world, commanding your villagers, and experimenting with alchemy, and all of that while summoning giant creatures to do your dirty work. And the best part, the game doesn't really care about what you become as a god, it just wants you to be a god. So you can yeet villagers into the sun, or help them build shrines. It's totally up to you. There's also combat against rival gods, puzzles, crafting, building, and a ton of godly powers that you can upgrade as you go through the game. Next up is the big one, and that is Thief VR Legacy of the Shadows. I mean, having the legendary Thief franchise actually officially stepping into VR, this is a huge moment for us, and I'm very, very excited about it. You get to play as Magpie, a street-raised thief caught in a conspiracy that is bigger than she could ever expect. You'll be able to distract guards, shoot speciality arrows, and of course doing all of this while sort of creating your own little path through the missions, exploring the city on multiple different routes so that you can adapt to your playstyle. Although I would not recommend that you be a tank in this game. It's all about being in the stealthy moment. I have actually had the chance to play this game a couple of times now. I've even done a full video about that on the channel, so if you want to check out a little bit more of an in-depth look into this game, the content is there for that. Just check it out on the channel. Next up, we have Salmon Man. Well, Salmon Man is a hardcore VR platformer inspired by sort of like Benefody's Getting Over It, and yes, it's absolutely designed to ruin your life and just probably put you in the worst mood ever. You're going to be armed with a single paddle, and you will climb upstream through bizarre, beautiful, frustrating environments. One mistake and boom, you're on your way back down, which is, you know, the story that we all don't want to hear. It's pure skill, pure pain, and pure satisfaction all mixed into one. If you're looking for sort of like challenging games, speedrunning, or if you just want to watch your sanity slowly go down, then this is probably going to be the game for you. Next up, we have Men in Black Most Wanted. It's time to frickin' suit up and join the Men in Black. The game takes place in New York in 1995. I mean, if you're a 90s kid, give me a holler in the comments down below. This one is a brand new original story set in the MIB universe. You'll be playing as an agent that is tracking down shape-shifting aliens and partnering up with Agent L. It's a mix of stealth, action, and investigation, while all keeping your alien encounters sort of hidden from the public, so that's your kind of job as an MIB agent at the end of the day. You can play through the campaign solo, or you can team up with friends for a co-op invasion mode. That's pretty dope. And if you're a fan of the films, I feel like this is going to be one of those just homages to 90s classic vibes, as well as, of course, the MIB movies. Next up, we have Pocket Lands. Well, this one is just a cozy, creative, surprisingly addictive looking game that I'm actually pretty intrigued by. Pocket Lands lets you open up a tiny little voxel dimension on your desk, or expand it until it fills your entire living room. You can actually jump into the levels after you've created them as well. You're going to be able to build, explore, dig, craft, and shape your own world directly with your hands. You've got different biomes, night and day cycles, empty dioramas to build whatever you want inside of, and a virtual camera, or being able to actually get in there for yourself. So this one just kind of seems super chill. If you're into sort of world building games, this one might be one of those relaxing ones that you chuck your headset on for 10 minutes and just enjoy. Next up, we have Star Trek Infection VR. This one takes on a bit of a darker turn within the Star Trek universe. This is a narrative survival horror experience set aboard the USS Lumen, a ship that is overtaken by a mutating infection. Your play is a Vulcan officer trying to piece together what the hell is happening and struggling to survive. Expect tension, resource scavenging, and, well, sanity effects and the horror elements wrapping up in that Star Trek lore. This is definitely one of those ones for the fans who want something just a little bit more moodier and a little bit more intense from a Star Trek game. Next up we have VR Giants. This is one of the more sort of unique co-op concepts I've seen in VR, and it's actually been around for a little while to make it to this point where it's actually coming out as a full release. VR Giants puts two players in completely different roles, one as David and one as a tiny agile adventurer. You'll solve puzzles, navigate hazards, explore biomes, and work together to rescue the lost sheep across the deserts, glaciers, lava caves, and more. The smaller person being able to actually jump around the environment and do all of those things, while the Goliath is able to lift objects, sort of block danger, and do all of those things. So it really is just like a proper good co-op where you can get in there and work together as a team to be able to get through this sort of kind of platformer-esque game. It looks really fun, pretty wholesome, and like a good one to maybe play over Christmas with some family. Next up we have the Espire MR mission. So if you're familiar with the Espire games, originally in Espire 2 they had some MR missions built into the game, but of course you had to actually buy the base game to be able to experience this in mixed reality. So now they've separated it off and they've given us a ton of new missions, so not stuff we've already experienced in the other game if you already own this. And honestly, this is probably one of the best uses of mixed reality I've personally seen. I think this is just such a unique way of turning your living room into these insane environments and switching up between each level, making every time your room feeling like a new different place, where you're going to be able to literally talk to the people that you're taking down. You can tell them like, get down, drop your weapon, all of this sort of stuff, and it just freaking works super duper well. This one's going to have over 30 missions, mixing up sort of like stealth, combat, puzzles, room scaling, agility, and just making this is just a great example, like I say, mixed reality at its best. Next up we have Ninja Warrior VR. If you grew up watching those obstacle course shows and thinking, I could totally do that, well, now's your chance to find out, I guess, if you could pull it off. Ninja Warrior VR is a full body movement challenge where you run, climb, swing, grab, and do all of the things that you're going to need to do to get through that ninja course. This one's also going to be multiplayer online, so you can actually race against your friends, commentate, or just have a laugh while doing dumb stuff together. It's a pure movement based sort of chaotic game where clearing the course is the only objective you really have, so just try and get to the end, I guess. Next up we have Reave. This is a PvPvE extraction game. You're going to dive into the cursed dungeons full of monsters, traps, rival players, and high risk loot. You can go into this solo or with a squad of 3, and well, remember, the betrayal is always a potential. So don't maybe go in there with strangers, I don't know. Take down the bosses together or stab each other in the back and steal each other's loot. You're going to be trying to escape with everything you've gathered, so God, it's going to be painful when it goes wrong. There's an above ground hub as well where you can do trading, upgrade your skills, grab quests, and size up other players maybe before dropping into each and every run. Every run's going to feel a little bit different as your sort of choices have that weight, and you know, death means losing everything. So definitely very intriguing game, and this is one I cannot wait to actually jump into. And last but not least, we also have Street Gods. Now, I love this game. I played this at Gamescom. It was one of the top experiences I had, and bear in mind I was playing Deadpool and some other stuff as well that year while at Gamescom, and this one still stood out to me among the crowd as one of my top experiences. And in fact, it wasn't just me, it was some of the other creators I was with as well. In Street Gods, this is a action roguelite with an incredible setup. Norse mythology colliding with New York City, colliding with Mjolnir. I don't know how I struggle to say that word every single time. It has chosen you as the chosen one. The hammer really gives that sort of like physical weight feeling while you throw it, slam it, recoil it, and of course you can also power it up as well with a ton of different awesome things. The other stuff that's pretty awesome about this is each run is going to feel slightly different as you puzzle the different bits and pieces together to be able to sort of build out your own run. I'm just super excited for this game. I love the art style. If you love something like Arcane Legends, something like that, that program. Kind of has a bit of a touch of that / that Miles Morales, you know, into the Spider-Verse feel. I think they've done an incredible job with this game, and I'm really looking forward to diving back in. Well, there you have it, guys. That is all the new games coming out in December, and like I said, one hell of a lineup, right? And hopefully we're going to roll into January with some decent games as well. Tends to get a little bit quiet, so get all of these in your backlog now. Remember to be able to pick them up, and then of course, while we do have those quieter months, you'll have some dope stuff to tide you over. Other than that though, of course, if you enjoyed this video, smash like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out, bye!